Greetings and salutations, collective. I was instructed to come down and give you this, come down to the river, where it's very beautiful today, and give you this download I received this morning when I woke up. It's specifically for someone out there. Hopefully the algorithm will find you. So I was given I woke up with the image of a three-way fridge. Now, it's not about the three-way fridge. The three-way fridge is a metaphor and an analogy. Although, you know, three-way fridges are actually very helpful things. But for those of you who don't know, a three-way fridge can get power from gas, 12 volt or 240 volt. So no matter what happens, your food stays cold, right? Whether you're off-grid or on-grid, you can use the same fridge. You don't have to transfer things from the 12 volt fridge to the 240 volt fridge because the same fridge does all the functions. Now this is very handy. So the three-way fridge, it's like a 3 or 4 part message. So the three-way fridge is the first part. Now that's an analogy. Now the second part of the message was about that in Jungian dream psychology, the house represents the person who's having the dream, I guess. If you're in your own house, then that's you in the dream. Now, the download I'm giving you applies both on a psychological, emotional, spiritual level, as it applies on a practical level. So the third bit of the download is that I was given the picture of my little... Now, this is where I went wrong last time I tried to show you this. My video failed. I'll try again. This is my... Can you see that? I'll just... There we go. It's a three-way radio. Now, it can run on solar. See, there's a solar panel. It can charge up, where is it, via USB. Oh, I can't even see. USB, or it can be wound up with this gyro thing. Where's the gyro thing? Here. Here, like this. Can wind up the radio, charge it up like that, and turn it on. Turn on the radio. Tune it in.
This morning, Russell, who was your favourite Robin Hood? Because we played the Eric Korngold Robin Hood.
Okay, so the point of that is that it has 3 ways that it can receive power, like the three-way fridge. Now here's the bit. Here's where it all comes together. So I was shown the three-way fridge, and so if in Jungian psychology, the three-way dream psychology, the house is you, then what's the fridge inside the house? It's got something to do with nourishment and receiving nourishment, storing nourishment to be used, right? So there's 3 ways that and it could be more than 3 ways. I mean, possibly you could have a 4-way fridge, I don't know. But the idea of the 3-way fridge, psychologically speaking, so you have 3 ways of receiving nourishment or whatever. And then we have the communication system, which is the radio in this case, and it can run on gyro power. It can run on USB, or it can run on solar, right? So what I was shown was that this radio, which, okay, if you have a very good look at it, okay, that should be how people are making houses. This radio should be symbolic of a house. Each house that they build in the city, when they're designing houses in future, if they genuinely wanted to cope with climate change and all the earth changes that are going to be happening, they would be like this. And psycho-emotionally speaking, this is what you need to be like. It's like you can draw energy from the sun, you can draw energy from the grid, you can get energy from gyro power, or, you know, friction or motion. Like, there should be different ways you can get energy. And the other thing about this is that that's another bit. This is not only a radio, it's also a torch, right? So, can you see that? Oh, where is it? There. So I've got it. It's a torch also. And you can also charge up your phone by using this battery to recharge your phone. So you run a lead from here into your phone. So it actually, not only does it have 3 ways to receive power, it has 3 functions. Like, it can be radio, torch, or a battery in and of itself, like a portable battery. So every house that is built, if there was any sanity in this world and they weren't just trying to run a nasty control grid, but if they're actually trying to help the people and anyone else who shares our planet with us to survive, every house would be like this radio. You would be able to have a bicycle, a couple of bicycles inside that you can pedal and charge up your home battery with gyro power. There would be solar panels. There would be something that can get like a windmill on the roof, wind energy, and there would be, try to get you back onto the birds. There would be a nice, you could get power solar, you could get power by wind, you could get power by gyro, or you could charge up your battery from the grid. Now, every house could be standalone like this radio is, you know, it can operate independently, or it can plug straight into the grid. Either way, it still functions. You know, whether it's running off wind, gyro power, solar power, you know, or a combination of the above. Maybe it runs off solar power in the morning and it plugs into the grid in the afternoon. And then after dinner, you do your exercise routine and just pedal the machine and charge up your battery in your house that way. Every house should be a standalone unit, just like this radio is. And also, every house should be able to perform at least 3 functions. You know, not just being a receiver of goods and energy, but it should be able to put out something potentially in the same way that this can put out light. This radio can receive radio signals, but if need be, it can be switched over to a torch and put out light. Now, if people really wanted to survive the earth changes that are going to happen, then every house would be as independent as this little radio that I got from $30 off the internet. So that's basically it. That's the transmission. But it's not just about the physical items and making things 3-way and functional and standalone or plug into the gridable. It's also about the Jungian psychology of that, you know, and possibly reverse engineering things so that, you know, we make our houses to reflect the kind of lifestyle that we want to live, rather than trying to fit ourselves into houses. Like, at the moment, everyone needs to go to the gym because they live in a tiny little box Whereas they could be doing exercise in their own bedroom that adds power to their battery via, pedal power. So it's just the way things, all the technology's there, all the information and techniques have been sitting right in front of us the whole time. We just need to kind of rewire things so that they work for us to free us all and help us cope with these changes that are definitely coming. And, like we can surf them rather than being drowned by them, basically. These changes are coming. Mother Nature is not going to put up with, the worst offences for much longer. I mean, you can see, obviously, she's not. She's not impressed. And she's going to throw off those people, places and situations and things that are not for the highest benefit of all. All this slave planet kind of routine. I think she's cracked the code, just like so many earth angels have. She's waking up and she's going to get rid of these narcissists, no doubt. So the people who don't ask permission, they're going to be thrashed about. Excuse me. Yeah. It's coming, and it's time to get ready, and it's going to be a lot easier to surf the waves if you're flexible. That's about it. I really don't think I need to drag it out anymore, other than just see how Jungian psychology ties into the space we're living. Like, wherever you happen to be, that's subconsciously, in this living dream, that's where you've put yourself. So can you engineer it to make it work for you any better and work in harmony with Mother Nature, and to be able to work in that three-way fashion where it can give and receive in three ways at least, if not in a multitude of ways. But 3 is a good start. 3's the good starting point example. 3-way fridges, 3-way radios, 3-way houses. And stand alone or plug into the grid. Either way, it still functions. And this can be us too. So I'll leave it there. Have a lovely day, collective. I hope this comes to the right person. Thank you.